we also have a proclamation from the Atlanta City Council. And as Mayor Campbell stated, if we don't remember our history or don't speak out against the atrocities of the past, we are certainly doomed to repeat them. And here in the city of Atlanta, we are certainly serious when it comes to the issue of human rights, justice, and dignity. And for all of you that are here, your family, your friends, and for those of you that are not here that are from your family, we certainly want you to consider Atlanta a home, a place where you can find dignity, a place where you can live free and you can live with liberty. And so this is an opportunity for the Atlanta City Council not only to remember the atrocities of the past, but also to embrace the possibilities of the future, as the letter said, but also to proclaim how important it is for us to embrace civil rights, human rights, and dignity. So this is a proclamation from the Atlanta City Council in honor of the Armenian Genocide Commemoration Day, whereas the City of Atlanta is proud to join the Armenian community as it honors the victims of the Armenian Genocide, and whereas Armenia is one of the world's oldest civilizations and was the first country to officially embrace Christianity as its religion, and whereas genocide, as defined in the United Nations Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, is the destruction of a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group, and whereas thousands of Armenians were massacred in 1894 and 1896 in an effort to silence Armenian nationalists, and whereas in April of 1915, during World War I, Armenians were deported to the deserts of Syria and Mesopotamia by the Turks, and whereas in the atrocity that has become known as the greatest unacknowledged genocide in recent history, 1.5 million Armenians were murdered or starved to death, and whereas the bitterness of genocide has not tarnished the pride of Armenians in their culture and traditions, and whereas we commend the Armenian community for remembering those who senselessly lost their lives through the evil of genocide. Now, therefore, we, members of the Atlanta City Council, and on behalf of the citizens of Atlanta, hereby proclaim Friday, April 23rd, 2010, as our
Armenian Genocide Commemoration Day in the city of Atlanta.
Absolutely. Together. That's CTN.
Now, I introduce our next guest speaker, Superior Court Judge Thelma Cummings-Wyatt-Moore, for her speech.
Good afternoon, my dear friends. It has been my privilege over the past several years to join you to honor the memory of the 1.5 million Armenians who were killed between 1915 and 1923 by agents of the Turkish Ottoman Empire in what is known in infamy as the Armenian Genocide. In essence, each year we retell the story of a moment in history, an event which began some 95 years ago. I have noticed that each year I find myself using the same words to retell that story. And I realize that the process of retelling the story is an event within itself. For we cannot let it be forgotten that the process of retelling the facts of the genocide committed against the people of Armenia is itself an important event. because we must remember to be vigilant against the planting of seeds of future atrocities. The Turkish government spends millions of dollars annually to lobby other governments to advance its revisionist cause, claiming that the subject is sensitive and that acknowledgement would undermine relations with Turkey, and that to compound this assault on the truth, Turkish leaders and the media accuse the United States of genocide in Iraq. These policies are abhorrent and must be confronted. Today's solemn occasion permits us to join in remembrance with the many Americans of Armenian ancestry to remind this country of the tragic price paid by the Armenian community for its long pursuit of life, liberty, and justice. This century has been characterized as one of the bloodiest in our archives of human history. Certainly, the genocide perpetuated against the Armenian people has been a factor in this dismal record. We do not have the ability to go back and undo the acts of a previous time, nor to right the wrongs of the past. If we had this capacity, perhaps we could have prevented the murders of millions of men, women, and children. We can, however, do everything within our power to prevent such atrocities from occurring again. To do this, we must continue to educate people about these horrible incidents. We must comfort the survivors and keep alive the memories of those who died. I encourage everyone to use this moment to think about the tragedy which is known as the Armenian Genocide, to contemplate the massive loss of lives, and to ponder the loss of the human contributions that might have been. Thank you for permitting me to join you again.